Hey guys, I wanted to make another video. This one is more of an article that came out through the Italy mainstream video game media. And I will add that article link below on the description. That article also contains a 17-minute video, which is pretty much the same as the other videos. The difference is the match against Miwa and Ferrano is much longer. It's not the whole thing, but you get to see more action from Meiwa Higashi. You get to see their sliding squad. They don't necessarily display it, but they do activate the V zone. Anyways, this article right here, this part of the article that I was going to link to you guys. Let's go ahead and read it. It says first, the headquarters will no longer be in France. So he's talking about the difference between this game and the manga, but they still correlate. So first, the headquarters will no longer be in France. Sorry, is in the United States. This circumstance helps to add, therefore, a new unprecedented selection to the tournament. So that pretty much means because now they are no longer hosting the tournament in France and they're hosting in the United States, this gives more leeway to add new scenarios, new teams, new players. So now opens the door to a lot of possibilities. Then it says that of Stars and Stripes. However, other teams that were not present in the original tournament, such as Cameroon and Bryant Hollins, will also make an appearance. I don't know how to read his last name. I think it's Kofoid. Also make an appearance. According to the study, victories and defeat will count when it comes to unlocking and influencing the events of history, which will help us have a much more varied development than usual anime-based games like this one. So pretty much just stating that I think if you lose or win in the new hero story mode against teams like Holland or Cameroon, I think when they say Cameroon, they're talking about the other South American team that joined, Senegal. So if you lose from any of those teams, I think that changes the flow of the storyline. So that's just one part of the article. Let's go to the next one. Over here, Katsugi himself, who's the developer, tells us that the game features two story modes. We already know that, Tsubasa and Hero mode. Their players can relive a story very close to the original material. For a football fan who is not familiar with the worldwide background of Captain Tsubasa franchise, we definitely recommend starting with that. So they're recommending anyone that's new to the story, start with Tsubasa. So I'm assuming you can pick and choose which one you want. Because he said that he recommends starting with Tsubasa. Episode Tsubasa. That said, we wanted players to choose choices to be meaningful, which is why we implemented different ratifications. That may slightly change the original stories. Depending on players' actions, it will be in new hero mode, in which we will play U16 World Cup. What awaits us? Let's see. Okay, so it looks like depending on our actions, we can change the story, the way the story progresses, the way it flows. And let's go to this one. This one right here, the next one is very important. So let's go over the next piece of article. Given that Colvolt, I think I pronounced his name right. Let's call him Brian for the sake of this, so I don't butcher his name. Given that Brian's appearance is ahead of his official manga debut, which is true, Brian appears in World Youth. He does not appear in Junior Youth, even though this is an original story. It does follow Junior Youth, but in a different light. So given that he has appeared, now one of the people from the Italy gaming site asked, can we expect the same with other characters such as characters like Santana, Ayo Shingo, and Akai Tomeya? And surprises are reserved. Then the producer said, I don't want to spoil too much. What I can say is that you will see many familiar faces, but you will also expect some surprises that you will never imagine. New Hero is a totally new story based on the Sub 16 arc set in the background of the original source. We changed the way the story unfolds during the tournament as we wanted players to experience the thrill of a whole new story. Something I can tell you is that the tournament will be held in the United States instead of France. This changes the scenery, allowed us to add new players and surprises that we will hope the fans will love. Okay, so that is part of the article. I'm going to link you guys the whole thing. That way you can watch the video and you can see more of Mewa versus Ferrano. And you can also read the article yourselves, which has more pieces than what I've shown. I just want to give you guys a glimpse of what was found. This was found in our Discord channel. You guys should join the channel. There's a lot of news on there. There's a lot of updates. I'm just making this video to try to make it more global for people that are not aware. Because I do want this game to sell well, and they did say something within the article that stated, depending on how the game sells, they will add more content depending on the community. The game will grow. It will go beyond junior youth into world youth and possibly beyond that, depending on how well the game sells, how well it does with the community. So we are the lifeline of this game, and if people that play Captain Tsubasa Dream Team, a lot of people support that game, and I'm not gonna sit here and bash that game, but that game, I'm not okay with it due to its practices when it comes to the way they give limited support to free to play players, and they expect a lot of money. And this game is more of a one-shot deal. You buy it, they're gonna release DLCs. You can buy it; it's yours. You don't have to gamble. Um, so yeah, hopefully a lot of people do support this game, and I'm gonna keep making videos to try to grow it. But thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you check the description below. I will leave the article link there, and in that link, there's going to be a 17-minute video, which is the same thing as the other videos that show the creation tool, the menu, but the difference is the match between Ferrano and Meiwa Higashi is much longer. Okay, take care.